Steve, congratulations. What a great win and a great performance that was today.
Yeah, I think it carries on the metal, Rob, that performances bring results. And we knew that Nathan was coming into town with a team. He's been in the Premier League, Nathan. He knows what he's doing. He's taken Luton to all sorts of levels from where they were, and he knows what he's talking about when he says he's come here with a championship class of side today. And you know, what really disappoints me today is there's a 2-goal margin at the end of the game. It should have been about a 6 or 7 goal margin. People say, oh, there he goes. But the reality is we had total dominance for long periods, chance after chance, great movement, some big performances, and as we said, they bring results and backed by absolutely brilliant support.
I mean, it's fair, isn't it? If it had finished 6-0 today, that would not have been an unfair result on the balance of play. How much did the early goals help you in that match to sort of get a real foothold in that game early on?
Yeah, we've always said I've always said to the players, because of our poor start to the season, then we have to produce goals and performance that gets our supporters excited. It's a cold day, the supporters are turning up saying, well, it's been all right for 3 or 4 weeks, but this is Charlton that's coming to town, and they've been in outstanding form. Should have beat Preston in midweek in the Cup, total dominance in the game, which I watched. And but from the first minute in, we said we're going to get in the faces, and we're going to play how the Rotherham side play, how we played for 4 weeks, to be fair. And obviously we had a change of a team, if you like. We Sam them be pulling out 3/4 of the way through the training session yesterday. It's nothing major. Kid just said he felt a little bit of a niggle, and our motto is, if you're not 100%, you don't go on the pitch. So Andrew Green has been looking bright. I've purposely, since he came in against Northampton and looked at class player, we felt he looked a little bit jaded at times, but put him on the pitch against Chesterfield in a congested middle, and then we said, but if we open it up for a kid, I went home on Friday, yesterday I went home, and I looked at Andre before he came to Rotherham, and he played as a striker. He played in the front three, and he played off the left, off the right, through the middle, and was electric. So I was speaking to the staff on the telephone last night, particularly Paul and Millsy, and I said, I'm going to go with Andre up the top, and to say there was silence on the other end of the phone, there was a little bit of silence, but they've seen the kid turn up and produce a performance that Andre is capable of.
But it worked, didn't it? They didn't seem to be able to handle the movement of your front players today.
They're 2 gifted players, aren't they? Malik Wilks is unlucky not to 4 or 5 goals today. I think the goalkeepers get in the way of 3 or 4 wonderful, wonderful strikes. The goalie doesn't, he just puts an arm up and it hits him, and it's fell for him, and if you like, and they've been able to clear it. But when you've a training session and you've got Wilks and Green in the training session, and a Numbi, and and a Clark Harrison, and a Hugo, and Young Holmesy, and that, and when we get that type of movement, we're going to hurt teams. But listen, this is just another step in the right direction. I'm too experienced to go back and think we've turned a corner. We're still on a straight road. We're looking for the corners. We're 300 yards ahead, and so we're grateful to our supporters. We're grateful to everyone at this football club, the ground staff, who have been able to do their best to try and get us training facilities in these difficult times, and none more so than our supporters. They've deserved a 2025 the way it started, considering 2024.
You said this was a big week though. Bolton, the cup game against Chesterfield, and then this game against Charlton. To win all 3 suggests there's a degree of momentum building now, Steve.
Well, there's certainly momentum, and there's competition within such a small group for places in the team. You see Sean coming off today. That'll probably I don't know what it is. I think he just felt his hamstring, so that could be a few weeks. But we're working ever so hard. The one thing I can go to sleep in at night, Rob, is that we've got Rob Scott and our recruitment team out at games today. They're watching games last night. They're watching games on Monday, Tuesday. I'm with them some of the time. To Rob and his guys, it's been great to work with them, and so we'll continue to try and bring the right players to the club. We can sign players, as you know, today, yesterday, or the 1st of January. We have to bring the right players that gives competition or adds to what we've had in the last few weeks.
Are you getting close? I know you said yesterday that there was maybe one that was edging a bit closer there. Have you had any update on that in the last 24 hours?
Well, I think I'll be straight with everyone. I got a message last night from a wonderful manager, just saying that stick with us, a kid that we're trying to bring in, who's in their first team group at the minute. We'll sign a new contract the other part of the week, and if that happens, he'll come to the Millers. But that's the word of the manager. We've not had permission to speak to the player yet, so there's still a lot of doors to open.
Do you think there's a few teams that are just above you in the table, Steve, that'll be looking at Rotherham now and thinking, bit wary of them. They might be just coming up on the outside here.
No, I think so. I think other managers and other supporters around the country can say that's where we expect Rotherham United to win games in League One, and we weren't winning games. And you know what comes with that, because if you're Steve Evans, you're going to get heavily criticised more than any manager in this league. And but we said it would take till December, January before we could get this group settled and playing the way we wanted them to play, because there's no magic wands in football. I think I heard Arnie Slot say it. There's no magic wands, and but we'll continue to work hard. We'll be back in on Monday morning, listening to managers like getting 3 and 4 days off for the players. You know, we can't do that. We're a working club.
Do you think there's a bit of that old magic back today, Steve? You know, the way the team played, the atmosphere, fans are singing your name. Did it feel like 10 years ago?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I mean, it did feel like that. You know, I'm watching, 3 sides of the ground, really enjoying the football, really enjoying the goals, really enjoying the pressure. You know, they've witnessed, especially the Cop End at home. They've probably not seen dominance like that in the second half for a long, long time, in terms of shots that go and off the line and all sorts, and corners and free kicks, and we had it all today. But that goes down to the players. There's no credit associated with us as a management team. We have to turn up and coach them and work hard. But the players are always the boys that go over the white line, have to do it.